What's up guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do all 5 dock starts on a wakeboard. We're gonna start off with the 2 most basic, the slide start and the sit start. These 2 I would say are the same difficulty, but it's just whatever you prefer. If you prefer starting sitting down or standing up. These 2 are mainly for you guys who have maybe just gotten into wakeboarding, never tried wakeboarding and want to try it this weekend. Or you can already do the slide start, but you want to do the sit start or the other way around. We're then gonna move into the jump start, which I think is the next step once you can do the slide start and the sit start. From there, we're gonna go into everyone's favorite type of start, the nollie start. I feel like as soon as everyone learns this one, it's the start that they do every single time they go out and ride. And then we're gonna finish off with the water start, which might not seem useful, but let's say the cable stops and you're at the other side of the lake, or you're riding boat for the first time, or you're riding a 2.0 and you fall and they pick you up. It will come in handy and you will eventually need to learn the water start. So let's head on over to the dock, get this tutorial started. Make sure to go like the video, go subscribe if you're not. So we're gonna get started with the slide start, which in my opinion is low-key the easiest one. When you do the slide start, you wanna be kind of 60-70% on that back leg. You wanna keep the arms locked in and you wanna bend your knees a bit. And when that pull comes, you're just gonna keep your arms tight. You're not gonna pull on the rope and you're not gonna let them go. So just hold that position, weight in that back leg, kind of push into your heels, arms tight. It pulls, keep the arms locked in, 60% on the back leg. And now once you're comfortable, you can slowly start to stand up, start to let the arms out, start to put a bit of weight on the toes and on the heels to edge around. Let go of one hand. Oppa, oppa, oppa. I think the most common mistake people make with the slide start is as soon as they get the pull, they'll just pull the handle in because they're getting pulled forward. They pull it in, they're like, oh, it's pulling me too hard. And then that's when they fall back, or they let their arms go. When you let your arms go, you're gonna fall forward. So just really try to keep your weight into that back leg, arms locked, and when the pull comes, just try keep them where they are. Try have as minimal movement as you can have with your arms, just really locked, weight in the back leg, and just hold that bent position until you're comfortable to stand up. Woo! Hoppa! All right, straight into the sit start. Now for the sit start, pretty much the same things. You're gonna keep those arms locked in, you're gonna push into those heels, and you're just gonna let the cable slowly pull you up. So as soon as that cable clicks, you're just gonna keep these arms tight, push into the heels, ride board slide for about a meter, and once you're comfortable, you're gonna bring it into your preferred hip. So your left hip if your left foot forward, or your right hip if your right foot forward. So you're just gonna keep those arms locked, don't let them go, push into the heels. Okay, you're comfortable, bring it into that left hip because I'm left foot forward. Now a lot of people, when they do their first sit start, me especially when I was learning this after I learned my slide start 12 years ago, is the cable will click and you kind of just stand up. You know, everyone just stands up before the pull even comes. And that makes you sink before you get pulled, and then you just get pulled way too hard. So you actually just want to sit there and just push on your heels lightly and just let the cable take you in board slide, slowly ride, and then bring it into your hip. Another mistake is people will be in board slide, and as soon as the pull comes, they straight go to 50-50, and that makes your nose go underwater if you go too early. Then you nose dive, get pulled too hard, and up. With the sit start, it's a little easier to keep your arms in than it is on the slide start. I feel like it gives you a less hardcore pull in the beginning. All right, so now it gets fun. Let's go into start number 3, which is going to be the jump start. For the jump start, a lot of people will jump as soon as it clicks, but that's not what you want to do. You want to jump just as that pull comes. So usually it's like click, 1, 2, jump, and you're just going to have your arms slightly out, and as soon as that pull comes, you're just going to do a little jump and bring it into your front hip. So I'm left foot forward, I'll bring it into there. So let's go, click, 1, 2, small pull into the hip, and just make sure that you get low on that landing and that your weight's 60% on the back leg, 40 on the front. So when you're doing the jump start, just look up at the carrier, and when you can see that the rope is about to get tight, that's just when you do a little jump, and then with the pull that takes you, just bring that slightly into your hip. Some people, when they do the jump start, they have their arms out, and as soon as that pull comes, they jump and they just get fully pulled forward. So just make sure that your arms are at a comfortable spot to where you can just bring it into your front hip, so your left or your right hip, depending on whether you're left foot forward or right foot forward. And just make sure to get low on that landing so that you don't land straight-legged and lose control. Now, if you guys have any questions for any of these dock starts, just let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys have any ideas for tutorials you guys want in the future, same thing, just let me know down in the comments below. All right, now let's get into dock start number 4, which is gonna be, I think, everyone's favorite dock start, the nollie start. So for the nollie start, when that pull comes in, pretty much the same timing as the jump start, you're gonna push the handle slowly down and just keep it really tight and push into that front leg. And as soon as that pull is there, you're gonna push off your front leg and let your arms go out, but not too far out. You wanna have enough control. You wanna be able to let them out and be able to pull it back in without just getting pulled forward and nose diving. So click comes, push the handle down, push off the foot, slowly open up. On the way up, you open up, and as you're coming down, you bring the handle back into your hip to get the board back flat under you. We're on that next carrier. Okay, so when that click comes, we're gonna push down, push into the front foot. Boom, now push off, arms out and back in. Very important to remember with the nollie start is on the way up you open up, and on the way down you pull back in, kind of like the Rayleigh. If any of you have landed a Rayleigh at this stage before you've tried a nollie start, which I wouldn't recommend, you'll know that on the way up the Rayleigh you open up your body, and on the way down you bring it back in. You just want to let your arms slightly out, not too far out that you lose control and you can't pull it back in, but just far enough that you can open up nicely and then bring them back in on the way down and not catch a nosedive, because that kind of sucks. And if you got a full dock behind you, it hurts to go back in line and it's kind of embarrassing. Now for the fifth and final start, we're gonna do the water start. This is a good one to learn because it will come in handy at some point. For the water start, I'd say the easiest way to start is just to be kind of laying on your back, but have your head out of the water and your board in front of you in a board slide position. Now when the pull comes, same like the sit start, you just want to have your arms locked. You don't want to let them go out too far or pull them in, and you're just going to push into your heels, let yourself get pulled up, right in board slide, and once you're comfortable, pull the handle with two hands into your preferred hip. So I'm on the next carrier, my board's in front of me, my arms are locked, and I'm ready to get pulled out of the water. So click, 1, 2, pushing into my heels, arms are locked, and now I bring the handle into my front hip. The thing with the water start is you do get pulled quite hard in the beginning, especially if the cable's going at full speed. So you really want to have those arms locked really tight, and if anything, bring it in a tiny bit if you feel like your arms are going out. It's better to have the handle more in than out on this start. And then you just push into those heels as you're getting pulled up. Once you're comfortable, boom, handle in the hip, and you're up. This one's super useful because sometimes the cable stops for maintenance and you're here in the back corner. If you don't know how to water start and you fall back here, it kind of sucks, especially if you only had a few laps. And if you're riding a 2.0, usually if you fall, they're gonna pick you up. Sometimes if you're lucky on the cable as well. So it's always a good one to have in the bag. Woohoo! Oh man, we're coming in so fast. Oops. There you have it, guys. Those are the 5 starts that you can do on a wakeboard. Obviously, there are a little more like the nollie front flip start or a Rayleigh start, but these are, I would say, the 5 common ones that every wakeboarder that wants to progress and is riding regularly should know. We're gonna wrap up the tutorial right there. I really hope this is helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me down in the comments below. And while you're down there, go like the video and go subscribe. I would love to hit 20K by the end of the year. It's a wrap. If you guys ever want to book any one-on-one coaching sessions, don't hesitate to DM me on my Instagram. And if you want to join any of my wakeboard camps, I'll put the posters of the upcoming ones just after this clip. I'll see you guys next Sexy Monday with a new video. Thanks for watching. Woo!
Told them pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said, go and shut the lights out. Look, if I said it, you already know. They ain't never touching what I'm doing, told them let it go. I ain't with it, ticky.